Welcome everyone. You're here to learn about the DataMapper, so let me tell you a little bit about that module. The DataMapper is a powerful tool. It allows you to extract and structure data regardless of its original format and store it in the format that you decide on. It's called a generic format. So the two keywords in the DataMapper are really all about structure and generic format. What's a generic format? Like I said, generic format allows you to identify pieces of data from the original source and then store it into your own data model in a consistent and predictable way, which means that the document designer, in the end, will be able to use that data on just about any document. Let me give you an example of this. For instance, we all know that children love playing with construction sets. So you can give them a large box that's filled with construction blocks of all kinds of colors and shapes and sizes, and then expect them to build anything from it. But you know that they'll probably be wasting a whole lot of time just digging through the box to find the components that they're looking for. Whereas if you take that box yourself and then pull out the pieces and then sort them according to shapes and size and color and then give that to the child will be spending a lot more time actually building stuff instead of wasting time looking for stuff. So to get started, you'll need sample data. What kind of data? Any kind of data, really. Could be a PDF, could be an XML, it could be a database, it doesn't matter. The important thing is that you need to have data, a sample data, imported into the DataMapper. And then you can start determining the boundaries of each document inside that data sample. That's usually very easy, just a few clicks away, because there's always a way to identify the beginning of a document or the end of a document. For instance, if you see page 1 of on a page, on a PDF page, well then you're pretty sure that that signals the beginning of a new document. Or if you see total at the end of an invoice, you're pretty sure it's at the end of that invoice. So once you've defined those boundaries, you've actually defined a series of documents inside your sample data file. And then you can start working on the logic that will allow you to extract data from each of those documents. All right, so you've got your sample data and you've already set your boundaries so you know where each document begins and ends inside that data. Now all you need to do is actually identify and extract the data from each of those documents. Usually, again, that's very simple because you're talking about a few drag and drops. Select an address, drag and drop. Select a customer number, drag and drop. That's it. Of course, there are cases where it's a little bit more complicated. If you're dealing, for instance, with transactional documents, like an invoice, where you would have repeating line items on one or more pages. Well, then the DataMapper gives you tools that allow you to define loops. And within those loops, you can repeat operations so that you can identify tokens within a line, conditionally or not, and then have the loop repeat that operation for all lines in the document. So now, you've pretty much done everything you need to generate your unified data model, which is the name we give to the generic format. Why is it important? Well, because your document designer can then use that format on just about any document without having to understand what the original format of the data was. The DataMapper tool offers you a simple interface allowing you to define your own generic format easily and quickly. So you'll have a whole lot of information in the other animations in this course, so have fun watching.